All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of the Coach's Box. We're live here at St. Pius X High School. We are a little short-handed tonight because we don't have Ray, who's out doing games, and we also don't have Coach Jarvis.
Where's he at? Is he on a boat?
He's on his way to Canada.
Yeah, that's
Did we put him on assignment?
You might have put him on assignment
I
after him defeating you last week.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But no, Coach Jarvis picked up a game. He was a little short a game because of COVID cancellation, so they're playing St. Clair tonight. Hopefully he does well. I do hope he does well because, you know, he's a friend of mine.
That's also a district opponent for him, so that's kind of one of the reasons why he wanted to pick up.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we do have a few things to talk about. We'll get some good topics, and then we'll get later on to our kind of a special thing we're going to do this Sunday with the Super Bowl. But real quick, we can talk about the Bruce Thomas tournament last week and kind of get that out of the way.
Blair, how'd that go?
I mean, what are you waiting for?
Well, because it's over and done with. We're on Cincinnati.
I think the biggest thing we want to talk about is the seeding.
That's what I want to know.
The seeding was pretty bad.
Who seeded that?
A bunch of blind people.
Was it,
They might have been mission officials.
was it two coaches on the coach's box?
Two coaches
on the coach's
Two coaches on the coach's box. Actually, that's all a joke.
No.
But the thing is you have a bunch of teams that haven't seen each other. Some people don't look at Hubble. I try to have an idea of who we're going to play.
That's today, right?
I do. I mean, there's all kinds of resources. Max Press.
You put your stats out there?
Yeah, I mean, I do. There's some schools that don't.
Oh, I didn't know.
Usually down south.
I didn't know you were supposed to.
In the county.
Oh.
And
you want to get your kids recognition?
I try to.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I try to do as much as I can for them.
I'm glad to hear that.
Have you ever done it? So yeah, we got a lot of schools that haven't seen each other. We had an affiliate school, the Gateway Legacy, who ended up winning the tournament. A lot of people hadn't seen them play, and I'd seen them play. They're really good.
Yeah.
Didn't speak any English, but they're really good.
Very athletic.
Very athletic. Lift us pretty good. I think it was 32, something like that. They're really good.
Yeah.
And a lot of talent. They're well coached. And they were the 5 seed somehow. So in that tournament, we had the 7 seed beating the 2, which was Herculaneum over St. Louis Blue Knights, the homeschool team. And then the 6-seeded team, Northwest, beat the 3-seed team, Hancock, in the first round. So you have a 6-7 matchup in the semifinals. Gateway Legacy, obviously, they won by 20, I believe, over Perryville in the first round, and they play us. And then we lose, and then Northwest beats Herculaneum, and that was a pretty good game.
It was.
And then we lose to Herculaneum, and that was a pretty good game. Outside of that, we don't have anything else to talk about. Nothing else happened.
Were you at that game?
I was.
How was it?
Nothing else happened.
I think it was a great game.
It was great.
I mean, I think somebody sitting in the middle of Coach McVay and Coach Blair here might have evened out the tone of 1-1 in technical fouls. If I do recall.
I think I heard something about him getting the seat belt.
Yeah, I got the seat belt.
The child seat. The child seat.
All at once, too.
All at the same time.
Yeah, all at the same time.
What I was most concerned about was how Robinson Gymnasium's floor was going to hold up after you slapped it. I mean,
If you've ever been in the locker room though, underneath the gym,
when it's going on, somebody's dressed.
when the game's playing. So I can only imagine what it sounded like.
When I hold smash the floor. Yeah. You know what? Maybe we fall over the back next time.
Oh man.
I lost my cool. You should have done it, but you know, it was one of those things where it's competitive. It's a conference rival. It's obviously one of your friends who coaches.
Yeah.
And you know, I felt like we weren't getting the good end of it, and it happens. So I can't wait for one of you guys to get one because I'm gonna ride you all.
You already did.
Wait a second. One of us already got one. What are you talking about?
What in the world?
You see it more fired up. So anyway, I mean, it was good because I felt like Herculaneum was playing a lot better, and I give a lot of credit to Jason and his kids because they came out, they played hard, and despite how I feel about the officiating, it wasn't the reason we lost the game. And all the credit to what he's done with those kids because they are playing better, and they've got a lot of younger kids he's trying to rotate in because I think that's a good group, and it's only going to make them better in the long run. So
I agree. I mean, I think that one of the things that they were out for a few weeks due to some COVID situations, and so finally after the Christmas break they were able to get back to action, and I think you can see that they're starting to click a little bit, and Coach Jarvis is doing a good job with them over there as far as that goes, but. It'd be interested to see how they do this week. Coach Jarvis has got 4 games on the docket this week, so I'm sure that that's gonna be a rough week for him as far as.
Oh, and he's gonna be all kinds of stress.
I think.
So everybody, make sure if you see Coach Jarvis, he might be a little stressed out this week.
Buy him another one of those boards.
Yeah,
he's probably going to go through a couple.
But no, I mean, like I said, I was happy for him. I mean, obviously, and after the game, went and had dinner with him. Last year he was a little upset because, I think Tara Lynn was a little upset because she felt like we pressed when we were up, and that wasn't the case. But he didn't want to get wings with me last year. So this year, I said, you know what? I am the bigger person. Let's go get dinner.
Did you go get wings?
We didn't get wings. Went to Herculean La Pachanga.
Yeah.
Okay, got some food there, and we had a good time, and it was it's just part of it. It's a game. Yeah. We're competitive during the game. I don't want him talking to me. It was.
I said a couple things to him during the game.
I didn't want to hear about it. And we move on. It's all in the heat of the moment, so it's all good.
But that's one of the things you talk about. As coaches, we sometimes go against some of our friends, close friends, and counterparts that you have a good relationship, and that's always a tough situation. Just because you know each other very well, you know each other's kids. You root for each other's kids when you're not playing each other, and so when all that goes down, it sometimes is a tough situation for coaches to put yourself in.
There's a lot of familiarity there between coaches, teams, and players, and that was part of it. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough. They were going to play us tough. Obviously, Jason and his whole family want to be Pius.
Was it Pius or wanted to beat Coach Miller?
Well, I mean, he probably had a lot of both. And I'm sure there's a lot of people from Herculean who would be Coach Miller too. And it wasn't beat me. I mean, I was part of it, and I didn't help us with giving them 2 points in the ball. So I'll be a little bit better next time. But it's the worst I've been. I said something to somebody that day, that afternoon, that I did a lot better about talking to officials.
So you jinxed yourself.
I did. I sure as hell.
So speaking of that 2 points, let's move forward to the championship game of the Bruce Thomas. How about that?
I didn't hear about this.
After 1 period.
Really?
0-0.
So just what you're saying is the shots don't fall.
No.
Well, I didn't see some.
So here's what happened.
A lot of shots.
The tip goes.
The tip?
Ball goes up.
Okay.
Northwest.
Okay.
Controls the tip.
Yeah.
And then shoots the ball.
Walks it across half court and stops.
Runs an offense.
Yeah.
And just dribbles. And just dribbles for 7 minutes and 9 seconds.
Hey.
7 minutes.
Before they took a shot.
7 minutes.
And so
53 seconds. They held the ball.
7:09, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think so.
Either way, here's what I'll tell you. For anybody who says that I hold the ball, you didn't watch that game.
Oh, I tell you what, there was a lot of chatter going on.
On the leader, I think there was some.
There might have been a post on the leader's
on my
Facebook
social
page.
media, Facebook page.
That said, should the shot clock be implemented? That's a big question out there as far as high school sports and.
You want to know?
Hold on. What would Dr. Evil say? How about no?
We got kids who take bad enough shots when they're in a hurry, and it depends if we have these college elite kids or kids who maybe come from Class 6 programs who they obviously have so many kids to choose from that those kids are playing select or AAU or something, and we have kids who sometimes have never touched the basketball until they're in 9th grade, and now we're trying to talk about a shot clock. They have no idea what the hell they're doing. I don't think it's a good thing. It levels the playing field. And listen, for Gateway Clay Legacy to sit back in the 2-3 zone with all of the talent they had and let Northwest do it. Kudos to Northwest.
I think you got to tip your hat to Coach Moss. I mean, he knew that they were outmanned, athletic lead.
I mean, hey, listen, I will tell you this, man. I won't take any thunder from him because he did it. I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it. So
what's the point though? The whole point is to put your kids in the best position possible to win.
Yeah.
And if that means hold the ball, it means hold the ball.
So
I get it; it's a boring brand of basketball, but once again, you play to win the game,
well,
right?
You try to be as close as you can to the
Yeah.
team that has your number.
Exactly.
So go ahead.
And I thought that, as far as, I think the kids on Northwest bought into it. And I think that sometimes is hard to do as an athlete. You sit there and you think about, well, why do I play the game? To play, and you just get out there and you start dribbling the basketball, and that's the only thing you get to do for 7 full minutes of a quarter. Kids want to play, kids want stats, kids want, opportunities. And so I think, as far as that goes, I think some of the people in the stands were a little restless when it came to that. But as far as
That's gonna happen, though.
oh my goodness, yes.
Trust me, it happens.
Yeah, I might have heard of something like that happening.
If you're
But,
going to put the shot clock in, then you're going to have to change some of the rules regarding the turbo clock, because look at some of the scores that we see across the state
Already.
now, both boys and girls, when it's 112 or 90 something to 4. I mean, and that's without the shot clock. So imagine what happens when you put the shot clock in.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. I've always been a big proponent of, just like football, they start their turbo clock at halftime. I mean, you're already up. Whatever amount you want to talk about, whether it's 35, 40, or whatever. I mean, at that point, you're not going to come back no matter what.
Why
So.
can't I don't know why the coaches losing can't just kind of hate say it like this, but throw in the towel at halftime and say, okay, we just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
There's no sense in because.
Well, it can, but it has to be both coaches that agree on it.
Well,
And
and so if the other coach is kind of
Yeah.
like, I don't want to do that.
That's what happens. Yeah.
That's what happens. But anyway, not only was it 0-0 after the first quarter, this went on for it was 4:40 in the second quarter when Gateway decided, hey, let's go play man-to-man now. So it was what, 5-4 at halftime?
5-4 at halftime.
5-4 halftime score. Classic. I like it.
I think Northwest probably was thinking to themselves, we're in the ball game.
We're in the ball game, and they only lost by 11.
There you go.
I mean, and honestly, I thought, they had opportunities to even be closer than that. And just, the ball kind of struggled to find the bottom of the net, just simply for the fact that they didn't shoot very much during the game, so they didn't get any rhythm offensively.
What their shooting percentage was.
Yeah. But, I mean, that was something that, I was thinking about, was those kids never got in a rhythm offensively, never gotten a chance to get in any rhythm, and so that may have affected them as far as that goes. So I think if, but you got to have to tip your hat to Coach Moss and the Lions, because, I mean, it takes a pretty
Yeah, so huevos. Huevos.
I want to speak to that family show here, but
okay, right. All right, so by the way, let's get a quick update. Coach Jarvis had just sent a message, and while they had it, they cut the lead of St. Clair to 3 in the fourth. They ended up losing by 11, 66-55. He did say it was the best officiating he's had all year. I'm not sure if that's sarcasm yet. I'll keep you all posted. So, moving on to a little bit more sports action with high school basketball. Let's talk about those South Iron Panthers real quick.
wonder why.
Proud alum.
Well, why not?
Right.
You go in the CBC's house. They're the number 2 team in Class 6. Now you're the number 1 team in Class 1, but you have under 100 kids in your high school.
I saw that picture where they say CBC has, 1,500 students to 67?
Yes.
It
Something like that.
could be less than that.
I was going to say, it probably could be.
But
Yeah.
all I'm going to tell you is with their D1 signed basketball player in foul trouble, and he had 5 points.
Yep.
They beat CBC at home.
38-35, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what he saw.
That's
So
awesome.
you go into their house
Mhm.
and you take the W.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's exciting.
I
kudos to them.
I think it's kudos to coach for putting his kids in that predicament and saying, hey, we got talent. Let's go and make ourselves better.
Well,
Exactly.
He told me, he said, I've got a bunch of kids who think they can play college ball, so let's see.
Right.
And that's exactly what he told me.
Right.
And because I mentioned some to him, I mean, that's tough. I mean, I watched a game and and by the way, his son Drennan, who's a junior, he's a point guard. He's about 6'1", he had 15 points and 16 rebounds, and he was a point guard. So anybody who says that, well, you can't rebound with teams like that, yeah, you can. Just a little 1-2.
Well, here's what I say about that situation. He's got a bunch of kids that want to play at the college level. He's sacrificing an opportunity to, maybe not win the game, but to compete at a high level for those kids, for the simple fact that, he wants to put those kids in the best opportunity so when they get up, if they are fortunate enough to play at the next level, that they have that opportunity to play against some of the quality programs or quality teams around the state. And, those kids are going to, get a lot out of that. And I think that's what it boils down to. It's not about, hey, well, we're going undefeated in Class 1, big deal. But at this point, they're moving up and playing Class 5, 4, 5, and 6 teams and beating them on their home court. That's a huge faith for them.
They were the first Class 1 school to ever beat a Class 6 school in Missouri because obviously they had 6 classes.
Right.
But that was when they beat Waynesville by 40. And then they turn around and go to play CBC. Waynesville's one thing, and Waynesville has some talent, but
Class 6 is Class 6.
It's Class
but
6.
depending on what message boards you look at, rankings don't matter. Yeah, they matter. They matter. They matter.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, that's a big feather.
Exactly.
In the
And that could be a topic for another day. But
You
yes.
want to talk rankings?
Yeah.
You bring up Coastal Carolina?
I'm not talking
No,
about
you're
college.
not.
I'm talking about high school. I'm talking about high school.
I'm talking about high school rankings.
Yeah.
You're talking about all rankings. Really not all created equal? That's what I thought.
I said it. Oh gosh, another time. It's an abbreviated show. We've got a lot to talk about.
We do.
Yeah.
So I think we'll go ahead and kick it over to a break. When we come back, the Cardinals. I think they haven't done anything yet.
Hot stove.
They did anything?
Yeah.
I
think I don't know. Maybe they were listening.
Living under a rock.
Maybe they were listening to the fans and realizing, wait a second.
How many weeks?
The coaches.
How many weeks?
Yeah.
How many weeks have we pissed and moaned about the Cardinals?
We, as in the entire
The
greater
entire
state
Cardinal
Nation.
Nation.
Yes.
And I guess Mo was listening. So we come back, we're gonna hit Cardinals baseball and probably talk a little video game action too. So stick around.
Liking that.
Ray, pay the bills.
Jefferson College has affordable degree options for students of all ages. Plus, the quality of education rivals any four-year university, and designated classes are guaranteed to transfer. Jefferson College provides safe on-site and online options and many exciting career pathways like humanities, business, social science and public service, math, physics and technology, and science and health. Students who know, go Jeffco. Enroll now at jeffco.edu.
Dr. Craig Rubel is an orthopedic surgeon and fellowship-trained sports medicine specialist who cares for all athletes of all ages, performing total joint replacements, knee and shoulder arthroscopies, and general orthopedic procedures such as fracture treatment and carpal tunnel releases. Visit rubelortho.com or call 636-933-7400.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Crodinger with Home by SMCI. Whether it's residential or commercial, we have the right products for you. Global Plasma Solutions will attack your bacteria, mold, viruses, even help dust in your house. They install easily, less than 45 minutes, and it's invaluable for the rest of your life. If you're interested in any of the products that we do offer, give us a call at 636-337-4444 or send us an email at service@homebysmci.com. SMCI.com.
This live stream SDL has been a huge asset for Jefferson County sports, in my opinion. I mean, getting these athletes the camaraderie that they're out there and people can see them. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a call from a coach yesterday about one of my athletes that said that they saw some of her games on live stream SDL.
Awesome.
So, I mean, that right there instilled to me that this is important. You know, this is important for those kids. And so, you know, I think it's great, and I wish you guys the best. You know, and if you're out there and you want to sponsor, this is a great opportunity for you know, kids to support kids of our local kids and get them support and get them acknowledgement out there, because we have a lot of great athletes in this county.
Well, we appreciate that. And at the end of the day, our mission is much the same as your missions, coaches, to help shine a light on these kids. And get them exposure and get their name out there and help them. And if they can advance, they're better off, we're better off as a community, and that's why we're here.
Hi, this is Coach Riley Blair from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Jarvis from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Zach McVeigh with the Jefferson Lady Blue Jays.
Hi, I'm Chris Miller from St. Pius X High School.
And you're watching the Coach's Box.
And you are watching the Coach's Box
on Livestream STL.
On Livestream STL.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Box. If you're just now joining us, Ray's on assignment. He's out.
He gone.
He gone.
Yep.
He's actually out of Grandview
Wait,
with Scott.
Is he got a new job?
No.
Oh, sorry.
He's doing the
make sure.
Yeah, he's the full-time broadcaster for the Grandview Eagles sports channel that just didn't open. But no, he's out there. They had the Grandview and R7 game.
Yep.
They're playing tonight, so caught a little bit of that action, tried to scout. Give a little bit ago. So anyway, let's move right on into the next topic. It's not really that big of a deal. Probably.
I don't think anybody around here cares.
I just love the quote that says, "Yeah, I plan on being here for a long time."
And that guy he's talking about is Nolan Arenado. And
nice.
If you have been living under a rock, the Colorado Rockies basically made the second worst trade in American history.
Love it.
Yeah.
The first trade being the Louisiana Purchase. But the second being what Colorado pulled off. Because basically they said, take the third best third baseman of this generation and we'll pay you $51 million for a guy who maybe can throw strikes and he's left-handed, and a bunch of dudes and a couple of bats and a box of baseballs.
But
Mo said,
we don't have to fill up the soda machine.
We don't have to fill the soda machine. And Mo said, all right, I'll do it.
Okay. Okay.
The deal's not great. But it actually is
We do have a starting third baseman. I don't know why we failed.
Do we?
Yeah,
a guy who's just
Tommy Edman.
No, his name's Carp.
Oh, that's, well, you know.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, he's a guy who can't hit left-handed pitching and should play DH.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't even play DH.
I don't even think that's
AAA baseball.
Really, though? He's taking it from somebody else. You want to play over Gorman? No. All right, so anyway, so now the Cardinals have landed a guy who not only has been a Gold Glover every year that he's been in the league, he's 29 years old, he's hit 40 home runs and 100 RBIs, and Goldschmidt finally has somebody to help him.
Got a little protection.
Little bit of protection. I don't think this puts him over the Dodgers. I don't think it puts him over the Padres. The Braves is kind of a push depending on what happens with Ozuna. But I will say that I feel like the Cardinals now are the absolute favorites for the Central.
Absolutely.
Barring injuries. And the goal is to get in the playoffs. You never know what can happen. And if you got a guy who can hit the ball and
well, and the big thing is they didn't lose any of their top
Bingo.
pitching prospects.
Pitching or Gorman or Carlson,
right?
Or anybody like that. So
And they still have Sanyaty and Waino as
and
well.
and they finalized the deal with Waino, so he's back. I think that's big. And the reports are that Yachty's going to sign too. So Cardinals baseball is looking a lot better than it did last week.
So what you're saying is
speculation today that I heard that maybe Colton Wong is in discussions back again.
So hypothetically, you could have Gold Glove first baseman,
Yes.
Gold Glove catcher,
Yes.
Gold Glove second baseman,
Yes.
Gold Glove third baseman,
Yeah.
and a potential Gold Glove shortstop.
I agree. I totally agree.
That is, I believe that is the run prevention that they talk about.
Yeah.
Hey,
Instead of having a rubber arm over there, who might or might not, need an arthritis shot, fielding a third hot corner.
And you technically also have a Gold Glove left fielder coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes. And for those of all who wondered who just said something, Kevin Halley is here, and he's the man behind the chair. Doesn't have a camera on himself because he didn't want to. That's okay. If he drops in, you kind of wonder, like, where did that come from?
Base for radio.
You know, we should have done. We all should have started looking around. Like, what? God, is this your
They don't know who Sister Jenny is.
That's anybody know is, either way. So I mean, I'll tell you what, the news that we got, Arenado came down right after Coach Jarvis and his Herculean Black Cats beat me. So I was already feeling a little depressed. And then when I saw that, I was still pretty pissed off we lost, but at the same time I felt so much better on the long term.
It's okay.
Because I'm like, okay, well, hey, at least the Cardinals got better today.
Now we could play the game of let's make up a lineup. We can do that at some point in the show.
That's true.
I think that's something that
Should we wait for
we'll wait.
long?
Yeah, well, we can do that.
And then there's talk about that they came out today and said that there's.
What are you reading? Just all this information.
I see. Does he not work? I mean, we're working.
On the radio.
You got it. I got it. They were talking about they're going to have a full baseball season and very few COVID restrictions as far as fans.
I did hear 28%, 28% capacity for St. Louis. I heard
That's what they initially started with the last week, and then MLB met, and I think they've made some increases in that.
So what they did was they kind of said, like they kind of had this Big Ten meeting the second time. And they said, listen,
we need money.
We need money. So they have to go to the games. If they get sick, vaccinations are out. Just saying.
Yeah.
But there also is a smart virus, and it's going to be wrapped around the entire Busch Stadium, so no one that enters that stadium.
I say this, and would you rather? We can do would you rather.
Oh.
I would say you don't need to have any fan interaction. If you want to pay,
would you rather?
Well, I'm just saying, would you rather?
Yeah, there you go.
Would you rather?
Yeah, set it up.
All right, have fans, but you don't have any interaction. If you want to pass out sign baseball, sign hats or whatever, like that's just on organizations to do that. I mean, they're probably, I think, all the different stadiums had to put up those nets anyway. So, hey, everybody's back. You're not going to get to be in the green seats. Just back a little bit. And then once game time starts, then if you want to move up, that's fine. That or nobody in the stands.
If I can't have my little wooden bat signed by somebody, take my ball, my bat. No, I'm kidding. I really.
You're sacrificing that $100 bill for that?
I mean, listen, I'm kind of like Zach though. I ain't getting free tickets. I don't really want to go because it's too expensive. But I do enjoy going to the game when I do, and I think that in order for baseball to survive, people have to be in the stands. It's just all there is to it. How many people haven't gotten it at this point? So I mean, I'm the guy that has. Either way. So anyway, I think it's really exciting for the Cardinals. I hope that we all get a chance to see a full season.
Well, see, that's the other thing they talked about. So they struck down the shortened, so I think it was like 150 some odd, and then they also struck down the idea of a DH. I don't understand that. I don't understand why.
I really think it comes down to the union. Union knows because of the TV contract for the extended playoffs that the teams and the owners have, it's in place. They signed for extended playoffs with the TV networks.
Okay.
So that's in place, and because they had it in place, the union kind of has them over the barrel a little bit about it because now we can keep negotiating for stuff. You can't keep throwing this out there. So we're not going to accept the DH because it's part of our thing until you agree to more stuff. They're trying to get more stuff.
Okay.
I mean,
because I know it's not a done deal
No.
yet with
No.
the DA, but my thought was, and we talked about it already, why, if you're the union, that's another job, that's going to be better contracts, more money, AAV, all that good stuff. I don't know why you wouldn't accept that, but if you're saying that there's other ancillary items that they want,
I'm sure there is, because why would you go get something that's going to help your players?
Right.
That's what you're there for,
Yeah.
is to better your players.
Mhm.
So why would you negotiate against it unless you're trying to get something else?
Right. And maybe there's something that isn't necessarily play related. Maybe it's contract. Maybe it's insurance. Maybe it's things that we don't know.
Maybe protecting their minor leaguers. That'd be cool.
Well, yeah.
Hey, let's have a minor league season.
I guess maybe that's next on the docket for them. I mean, we'll see.
Maybe, probably not. Indentured servants, yes. So, good time to be a Cardinals fan.
Yeah,
Probably not that great to be a Cubs fan, but you know what? Who cares?
Definitely not a Rockies fan.
I like how they. Did you hear what the owner had to say about that?
A little bit. Tell us. What do you have to say?
It's not a complete rebuild.
No. It's a C4 walking away at the end of the movie with the big explosion in the background. That's what that is.
No. It's a fake your own death move. Because how can you go out and about in Colorado if anybody knows who you are at this point? I mean, those fans they're passionate.
But wait a second. Who also is around Colorado that's an owner? Crocky?
No.
Yeah, man.
So it's it sucks for them because they gave up one of the best players in baseball.
And it's a good fan base. I mean, it's a an area that supports their teams, their pro teams, and.
Does Trevor Story get traded? Yes or no?
Well, he's not happy. So.
Really? Why wouldn't he be happy?
I
He
heard
hit,
that.
225 and still cranking out home runs and RBIs.
Yeah.
I have lost all the protection in the lineup I had. So I'm going to see every trash pitch that a pitcher has. Every pitch that they have, it's not going to go straight.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hope those prospects they got, the number 60 prospect from the Cardinals.
There's several third rounders.
Those bats that they got from us. And basically, if Aaron I was making 30 some odd million or whatever, they gave us 51, so they paid his salary for about 2 years.
Yeah, they said this season is going to be deferred.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's right.
They get you're supposed to be paid $35 million. 20 of it is coming from the Rockies this year, and the other 15 got deferred, so the Cardinals aren't paying him anything this year. Right.
You know what? As much as I trash Mo, that was a pretty good deal. That was a really good deal. He came out like Thomas Jefferson on that. Literally like Thomas Jefferson.
And if you don't know about that, read a book. Read a book.
Oh,
do we need it?
Canada? Oh, my.
It's on the way there.
You can get there by boat.
And guys, this is exactly why, if anybody ever complains about the educational system here in Missouri, you should go to Illinois.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's for a whole nother different show,
I was gonna say, topics, all that.
Yeah, we don't want to get too crazy here.
Wow.
All right, so talk about schools. We got to get some little video game action here.
Man, isn't this awesome? Talk about a great couple days.
I know, right?
So for all you video fanatics, EA Sports came out and said they're going to bring back NCAA football.
In the last NCAA football game was NCAA 14. It was on PS2. That's how.
3.
It was on 3. It was on 3. You're right. It was on 3. And the reason they didn't make it anymore is every year they made one, and it was wildly popular. It was a great game. Was because Ed O'Bannon, former UCLA Bruin,
former, I want to say #1 draft pick.
He was a first round draft pick by the New Jersey Nets. 95.
Right.
Yeah. That was
trivia. That was the Ty Sedney.
And
1925, you said.
he struck out Babe Ruth. Oh God! Alright, so Ed O'Bannon sued the NCAA. I have no idea. It was multiple choice. ABCD. Always last time.
Hulk smash.
So Call like I see it. So basically, Ed O'Bannon sued the NCAA because they're using athletes likeness and what's the other word?
Well,
Parents,
their
parents,
name,
and whatever.
their name and likeness.
Name and likeness. So they didn't really use their name and likeness. They say player whatever, and then they basically looked exactly like the player. They played exactly like the player. Their ratings were high like that player, and the schools were good just like the players on that team. So they said, you know what, we're not going to deal with this. We're just going to go ahead and not do any more of these games. So for the last 7 years, we have not had an EA Sports NCAA football or any other college
basketball.
game.
Basketball, last one they had is when Blake Griffin was on the cover. That might have been like 2009.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So EA Sports said, this is today, wasn't it?
Yes, today.
Yeah, today. Yeah. That they're going to come out with another NCAA football, and I haven't really. I can't help it. I enjoyed playing that game.
It was fun. It was fun. Did you hear Burrow from Cincinnati? Did you hear his?
No,
So he came out and said, I always dreamed about being on that college NCAA football, being that cover guy, and here they bring it back the year after I graduated.
Well, maybe he can be on it, and don't worry about it.
Worry about the curse?
Yeah, worry about the curse.
Yeah.
I mean, you already got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah?
You got hurt, he's playing for the Bengals. I mean, really?
Hey.
It's Kelly Smith. That's a throwback. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting stuff.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know how much you guys played.
I play it.
Did you play it a lot? You ever play it?
Oh,
Used
yeah.
to. Used to?
Mm-hmm. I tell you right now.
You're kind of old though. Did you have a PS3?
I did not have a PS3.
Took your kids?
Yeah.
Play this. You go to sleep now. You know,
But it's 5:30. I don't care.
I'm taking the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do that with my
Been
daughter.
there, done that.
So, yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. I wonder what Jarvis thinks. Do you think Jarvis plays video games?
No, of course not. He's probably doing one. Really?
Football?
Really?
Football, video games? We're talking about video games on this show? Probably just curious about the video games.
Oh, that must have been a McVay topic he wanted to talk
You don't
about.
think he plays the video games that he knows?
Candy Crush? No.
Pinball.
I'm telling you right now, Golden Tee, pizzeria pinball, and arcades still they're the best.
Yep.
They are the
Golden
best.
Tee. Yeah, like you're saying.
My uncle has a Golden Tee machine in his garage.
Right.
Those are fun.
I hate it because I suck at it so much. I'm not good at golf in any capacity whatsoever.
We know.
Video game, real life, No.
Top golf?
We might have solved it.
No.
What's the term? Unfolding lawn chair?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a newborn giraffe trying to walk several times and failing miserably.
Well,
And everybody laughing at it. That's okay.
that's all right.
That's all right.
Maybe we should
Go golfing.
give Jarvis a call real quick and let him come on speakerphone and ask him about
Ask him about what? Do you still play football?
what do you think?
He
You don't want to talk to him
can't.
after you lost.
Exactly. I was gonna say we don't have a dump button, so
Yeah,
you know.
it's like, yeah.
Well, he did say that they are getting off 55 at Peasley, so maybe we can call him after we talk.
Yeah, we do it on the after hours.
Next segment.
Maybe we do the after hours. All right. So anyway, talk about next segment. When we come back, we're going to talk real quick about what we're doing this Sunday for the Super Bowl. Is that the Super
Something
Bowl?
going on?
Yeah, Super Bowl going on.
Okay.
Who's in that? The
I
chef
know.
and who?
Yeah. Tom Brady.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Yeah. He's always in there.
He's old.
A little bit. So anyway, we get back. We come back from rate paying bills. We're going to talk a little bit about Super Bowl. So see you guys soon.
for fine Mexican cuisine.
A family atmosphere.
Any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pachangas. Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter. Come out to La Pachanga.
Guys, I've always wanted to ask you this since you're both pitchers. What's your favorite pitch? It's a fastball? Okay, I know. It's a curveball. No? Okay, well, what's your favorite pitch?
Oh yeah.
Spitball.
The Main Street Sports Show. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
I wonder what Coach Jarvis is up to.
Jason! What's up? What's up? Bah!
Oh, hang on a minute. I got a call from Blair.
What's up?
What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching the coach.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Coach's Box. For our last segment, we won't be doing trivia because Zach left the cup on purpose. And,
darn right.
Even though Coach Alley had some great Super Bowl trivia questions from 2010 to present that you probably maybe wouldn't have answered right. You guys, I guess you can keep it one more week.
Yeah.
At least until this Sunday.
Yeah.
You have to bring it. Otherwise, we hit you
it's
the nuts with the wiffle ball bat.
It's going to be
All right, tweeter.
It's going to be a Super Bowl trivia.
Yeah, so Super Bowl trivia.
It's going to be a Super Bowl trivia.
That's right. 2010 to present.
2010 to present.
So, what we're alluding to about Sunday is not only the Super Bowl, which is kind of like the secondary event that's happening. But
if you're going to watch two things, it'll be the second thing you watch.
That's
Because
exactly
the
right.
first thing you're going to watch is
our special Coach's Box Super Bowl show that we're going to be having on live stream at 4 p.m. We're going to come to you before the kickoff, which is at 5:30, I believe. And we're going to be doing something. We're going to obviously be talking about the game. We're going to give our picks, probably, I'm assuming.
5:30, depending on how long the national anthem is.
That's true. We might even, there might be some prop bets that we don't make. But there might be other people who make those, who watch the show regularly. You know who you are, Kyle. And so anyway, we're also going to be doing something that I think is really neat. I am really terrible about Super Bowl squares. I usually just give my money to say, yeah, whatever, just do it. I don't fully understand why I'm doing it. It's just, I've won like $20 off of it before. I don't even know how I won it. I just said, okay. So, because I'm a dumb country bumpkin, Coach Blair is going to explain what we're doing with our Coach's Box Super Bowl squares.
All right, so we kind of decided this year that we wanted to give back to the local communities and some kind of charity organization that we felt like was a value point into the educational field and to young kids. So we decided to go ahead and do a last-minute Super Bowl squares game, to give an opportunity for people to have an opportunity to win some cash for themselves, as well as give some money to a local charity. So we're going to do the Super Bowl squares. We're going to do a $10 a square. We're going to sell one square or one board. That's 100 squares there. So that'd be $1,000 if we would fill up it in its entirety before Sunday. You're going to pay out each quarter $100 for the first three, and then if you pick if you get the final score correct, you'll get $200. So that's $500 of the $1,000. And then the other $500 that we're going to donate, we are going to donate that $500 to Brendan's Backpack, local organization that does a lot for kids who aren't fortunate enough to be able to get fed over the weekends after Fridays when school gets out. So kind of give you a little bit of backstory on Brendan's Backpack. It began in 2011 with 4 children in a single school that had grown to the program that currently feeds over 1,400 children in 68 schools through Jefferson and St. Francis County on a weekly basis. And so I think that's it's something very important to not only all of us that work in the educational field, but to the students and the young kids that in our community that are struggling to be able to be fed over the weekend. So we wanted to give back to that organization. I think which affects all of our kids in our communities that we all are involved with.
Well, this show started right after the shutdown, so we all have a pretty good understanding of why this would be important to us, especially when you have your parents who might or might not have been able to go to work, but obviously they've been affected in some way, shape, or form. And when we have kids who are hungry, who don't have food, and their parents are doing everything they can to make ends meet, if there's anything we can do, this is what we all decided was the best charity that we could give to. And I know that when you usually play a Super Bowl Squares game, you're trying to get some money for yourself, and obviously we have the opportunity for people to do that, to get their money and obviously make have a chance to win more. But we did want to do something where we give the money back to something that we really feel strongly about, and I feel like this is definitely something that people should rally around and try to donate to. I know it's kind of last minute, but we've been trying to put it together a little bit as far as really we had several charities that we could have went to that are important to us, and it was just really trying to narrow it down and do that.
So people that are interested, tell them how.
So what we're going to be doing is we'll be putting a link on our Coaches Box Facebook page and out on Twitter, and you can buy as many squares as you want. I will be putting my Venmo on there because I'm the only one who knows how to use technology in the 21st century to transfer money. If you know us and you have cash, we will obviously take cash, so that way we can make sure that the money gets there. And look, there is zero amount of money that we're trying to get for ourselves. We've never done this show for money, but we do want you guys to have the opportunity as fans, as viewers of our show, to have an opportunity to not only have a little fun with this, but then at the same time be able to do something good for the community and give back. And that's more important to us than putting any money in our pockets, because we sure as hell will do our jobs for the money, right, as coaches and working in schools. So that's kind of what we're going to do. So again, we're going to put a Google form link on the Coaches Box Facebook page. We'll put my Venmo out there. If you know us, you can give us cash and obviously sign up. Make sure you do that. And then on Sunday we'll do the square drawing. Is that correct?
The numbers?
Right. Yeah, drawing for the numbers, and then we'll get all that information out to everybody. If we fill up all the squares, the sooner we'll get it out there, as soon as we can. But that's the goal, is to try to sell all 100 of them.
And if we are not able to sell all 100, how we'll kind of do that is we'll still pick the numbers, and then if there was square was empty, was not picked for that quarter, that $100 will go to Brendan's Backpack. Yeah. So we're not going to just keep that $100 for ourselves. We're going to give that on top of what we're already giving back to Brendan's Backpack.
And the goal here is to give as much as we can to them. So we want you guys to have an opportunity to win. At the same time, we really want to sell all 100, and that way we can do something great for them. And we haven't even told them yet.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
We just kind of made that decision.
We're going to give 50% of it back to a local charity, and then give 50% of the money that we get for you as an individual to have a chance to win. So, thank you for your viewership. I mean, we had 1,400 people watch us last week, which is amazing. We never thought this, back in March of 2020.
I thought we had like 5 people watching it, and 4 of them were us.
But,
Coach Halley, I think, was the other one. It's like, what are these guys doing? What's going on right now?
What is this? Yeah.
Well, technically, I just left my phone on the side while I was playing. My phone, my wife's phone.
And by word of mouth, yeah.
I mean,
and word of mouth, it's like, what is this train wreck that's going on every week?
People are like, I can't stand to watch this, but I can't stand to watch it. I keep watching.
It's like a car accident. You want to watch it, but you don't want to keep watching it.
So, one of the most important things that we talk about is our show on Sunday. We're going to go at 4 o'clock. So, we know there's always some Super Bowl parties going on. So you get to your Super Bowl party, tune us in at 4 o'clock this Sunday on your big screen, watching before you watch the game, just to kind of see some fun commentary, I guess you could say, and some conversation that we'll have. I'm sure there'll be some crazy stuff being talked about. I'm sure there'll be some Super Bowl trivia that Coach McVay will have to find out about from 1920 or something. But
they had leather helmets.
That's right. But
was that?
Calm down.
I'm just saying. Was that one of Ray's jobs? Sewing the
It
helmets
wasn't
together.
Ray's job, it was someone else's job, so. I kind of wonder. I need to go back and watch that old Snickers commercial where that dude's painting the lines or the name on the field.
The chefs.
And he's like, yeah, that was great. Who's the chefs? I wonder if that was Ray. Big Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The question is,
we're teasing Ray.
Is Ray going to edit this section out?
Oh, by the way, if you don't already know, this is pre-recorded, so whenever you guys get a chance to watch this, we don't see any of your comments. Just so you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had to do this because Ray is obviously using the streaming on live stream, and so we have our very first recorded show. And do want to give a shout out to Kevin Halley, who's graciously given up his time, and so hopefully his wife understands and she isn't too upset that she. Yeah, and he's very grateful. He's showing how grateful he is. He's very happy that
she'll turn it on and put her phone down and
train her right. Drive up viewership.
And just so Ray knows, we are not using one single Apple piece of technology in this. So far, I think worked without. But there's
Windows and Android. That's all.
There you go. For anybody who knows Ray, he's very adamant about using Apple products. I think he's related to Steve Jobs somehow. That's why he talks about so many jobs. Anyway,
this last 5 minutes is getting cut.
This crap is over. We're off the rails. We are off the rails.
Came delayed and we're off the rails.
That's exactly the problem.
That's the show.
He's going to just play music over all of it. So, Jarvis will be laughing the whole time.
Yep.
He can't play out Riley.
Oh, that's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
He can try it and somehow try to mute you.
Yeah,
look over your face.
That might be true.
Voiceover. So anyway, thanks, Coach, for giving your time, and thank you guys for coming here, and thanks to St. Pius X for allowing us to do the show here, because it was going to be last minute, and obviously we needed to make sure we could do the show, and we're here. So
check out that link.
Yep.
Get the sign up for the Super Bowl Squares, and we'll see you all Sunday at 4.
Yeah, and don't hesitate to share that information out. Once we get it out there, share it out there to any and everybody that you know, and hopefully we can fill that up and give back to our local charities and local organization in Brendan's Backpack, because I think it's a very good thing. And I know with COVID going on, it's a struggle because they are strictly by volunteer only, and they're not allowed to use volunteers right now, so it's only the people that actually started the organization doing all the backpack and lunches and stuff. So I know that they're struggling right now just as far as having help, so anything at this point is a huge benefit for them. And so I think that, it's a great cause. And so, if nothing less, if you don't not worried about that, at least you're giving back to the Brendan's Backpack, which I think is an awesome thing. So, I mean, not necessarily just for the coach's box, but and to me, in my eyes, I'm definitely giving back to Brendan's Backpack, and I think that's a huge organization and a huge thing for our local Jefferson County students and St. Francis County students.
So it's $10. Put yourself a chance to win. Put yourself a chance to help a great organization, and like Coach McVay said, appreciate you guys joining us and get a chance to watch. Hopefully we didn't bore you too much, and hopefully we get to see you guys Sunday at 4 for our Super Bowl special. So Coach McVay, Coach Blair, Coach Allen was wrong. I looked there. See, on the rail.
And scene.
Thank you guys for joining.